Hi, I'm Liz Focal, and today we're going to learn how to play girls lacrosse. So the first important thing to know is that girls lacrosse and boys lacrosse are very different. In boys, they wear a lot more padding, so they wear helmets and mouth guards and pads and shin guards and everything. And in girls lacrosse, you don't. And so therefore, the rules and the way you play the game are super different. Girls lacrosse is more about the finesse of the game, so having really clean passes and checks and playing really clean defense, and boys is just a lot more aggressive. So to start, I thought I'd show you what you need to play lacrosse for girls. So the first thing is these goggles, and you wear them like this, and they're to protect your face and your eyes, especially from getting hit with the ball. And then you also need a mouth guard to protect your teeth from getting knocked out if you do get hit or the ball should hit you. And then you obviously need your stick. So because, as you can see, there's obviously very limited amounts of padding and protection, you're not really allowed to do a lot of stuff. You have to play really cleanly and really kind of respectfully towards the other players. So that to me is a big appeal into playing lacrosse. So for starters, I guess now that you understand a little bit of what you need, I thought I'd go into what we at Franklin Regional do as a girls lacrosse team every day. So for starters, we have our warm-up where we run 2 laps along the field, on the track, not on the field, they're kind of ridiculous here, but anyway, so you run 2 laps, you jog 2 laps around the track, and then go into some static stretching, and you stretch your arms and your legs, and you roll your ankles, and you do a lot of quad stretches, like so touching the heel to your butt, bending down, touching your toes, the butterfly stretch to stretch your groin so that you don't pull anything, and also to build flexibility so that you can play better. Alright, so now I'm going to show you what that would look like every day.
Kitchen floor, it seems like you can't take no more. I'm sorry, but when my engine starts, I just can't get enough. I'll let you up and tie it down, so you'll be here, won't sneak around. I'll lace you up and put you on. I'm running for you every day and night. I'm running for you, gotta move, don't want no ride. So warm me up, cause I know the world is at my feet, yeah. So take me higher, baby, let's go and hit the streets, yeah. So I'll keep running for you. So I'll keep running for you. You and me, so don't be shy, just come and see. I'll show you places you've never been before. I'm running for you every day and night. I'm running for you, gotta go and step outside. So warm me up, cause I know the world is at my feet, yeah. So take me higher, baby, let's go and hit the streets, yeah.
first thing you need to know about lacrosse is how to hold your stick and how to cradle. When you aren't passing or throwing or picking up a ground ball, it's how you protect the ball when you're moving and running and taking it down the field, so that you don't lose it or other people don't chuck it out of your stick. So this is how.
It's all in your mind. Things aren't fine. Think you're dying. You're a slow burner. You're no good.
Something else that's really important is how to get ground balls. A lot of times in lacrosse, when there's a missed pass or a missed shot, or anything like that, the ball lands on the floor, and it's called a ground ball because you need to get down to the ground to pick it up. So having good form, getting really low, keeping your body kind of as parallel as you can with your stick and the ground, is how you get it to secure the ball and keep possession. Another really important part of lacrosse is catching and throwing. So when you catch the ball, you have to remember that it is in momentum and it's going this way and your stick is coming the other way. So when you catch it, as soon as it makes contact with your the head of your stick, the pocket part with the mesh, you need to kind of release back a little to provide a cushion for the momentum, because remember, it's coming really fast this way and you're going the other way. So that's really important to make sure you're cushioning the ball when you're bringing it back. And also when you're throwing, it's really important to have nice follow through. So when you have your stick, instead of just going like that, you want to go all the way through, which I'll demonstrate in more detail, so that you are giving the ball enough momentum to get to where it needs to be, and that you're exercising enough control that it's not going to go to the other team, or that your teammate won't be able to catch it.
You lay there on the kitchen floor. It seems like you can't take no more.
Alright, something else that's really important in lacrosse is shooting, because that's how you score. So the way it works is, you have a goalie and you have your the box that's the goal, and when you're shooting, the goalie normally is in the middle, but it depends on what kind of goalie you're playing against. And it's kind of the same motion as passing. You still want to follow through, but this time you really want to aim it. So the best spots to shoot for are in the four corners of the goal. So either shooting high right, high left, or low right. Because those are the hardest places for the goalie to defend. But obviously, if they're out of position, or you have a really good angle on something else, you should take that. So I'll demonstrate that for you. But it's kind of hard to see because I don't have a goal in my backyard. I just have to practice in my basement.
Can't get enough. I'll let you out and tie you down, so you'll be here, won't sneak around. I'll lace you up and
Okay, so before we get in and show you what an actual game looks like, there are a lot of rules that are really important to know about lacrosse. And the importance of the rules is that they're all to keep you safe. So the most important thing is you can't do anything in what they call the sphere, which is just this 4 or 5 inch projected bubble around your head that's not actually there, but the refs use that as a point of reference. Being within the sphere is what they call it. So that's kind of, just to prevent concussions or brain damage or any sort of injuries involving the head. So you can't check in the sphere. If you're on defense, you can't shoot in the sphere either, which is what they call when you're on offense and you shoot the ball and it goes too close to someone's head, or your follow through is too close to someone's head. They call it a dangerous shot. And on defense, if you are checking from behind, their head and you could hit them, or you're too close to their face, or you're going like above their head or anything like that. Those are all things you can get yellow carded for, which is less strong than a red card, but it's still bad. You have to sit out for 2 minutes and your team plays down. And if you get, I think it's like 2 or 3 yellow cards, which, you know, rarely happens because most people don't play that aggressively. If you get 2 or 3 yellow cards, then I think you get a red card and you have to sit out. And if you get a red card, which is when you are playing super dangerously or you do something that's just way too far dangerous, you actually get ejected from the game, and then you have to skip the next game as well. So don't check in the sphere. So this is how an actual game of lacrosse will work. So there's a lot of rules about setting up. In this rule, this line right here, these are the restraining lines. And they're really important because you're only allowed to have 7, you always have to have 4 people behind this restraining line, behind each restraining line. So these 4 people cannot go past this line, and these 4 people cannot go past this line, for both teams. So, so say the pink team has the ball, so they're trying to score over here. So these 3 midfielders will go all the way down. And this line is called the 12, and this one is the 8. So the 8 and the 12 are both really important because if you foul or check or do anything illegal inside the 8, they get an automatic shot from the 8, and you have to line up behind them and then clear the 8. So it's kind of like a one-on-one shot, or not even a one-on-one, like a one-on goalie shot. If you do anything illegal inside the 8, the 12. Oh, and also on defense, you can't spend more than 3 seconds inside the 8 because that would give your team an unfair advantage. I tried to use quotation marks there. Because normally those calls are just like accidents and not the defense trying to cheat, but that's okay. So anyway, so the 3 midfielders will play both offense and defense depending on, you know, where the ball is. And you have 12 players out there in the field, a goalie, 4 offense, 3 midfield, 4 defense. So yeah, I mean, you just try to work together to score.
kitchen floor. It seems like you can't take no more. I'm sorry, but when my engine starts, I just can't get enough. I'll nut you up and tie you down, so you'll be here, won't sneak around. I'll lace you up and put you on. Running for you every day and night. I'm running for you, gotta move, don't want no ride. So warm me up, cause I know the world is at my feet, yeah. So take me higher, baby, let's go and hit the streets, yeah. So I'll keep running for you. So I'll keep running for you. You and me, so don't be shy, just come and see. I'll show you places you've never been before. I'm running for you every day and night. I'm running for you, gotta go and step outside. So warm me up, cause I know the world is at my feet, yeah. So take me higher, baby, let's go and hit the streets, yeah. So I'll keep running for you. So I'll keep running for you.
So Alva, if it's flashing, do you think I'm recording now or no?
Yes.
Yes? Uh-oh, that's crappy. Wait, what's Libby's number again?
18.
There she
She's
is.
right by the goal.
now. Stop using plastic.
Oh.
Ew! I'm on this side of it. And you're so close to a piece of gum. It's right there, Dina. No, Dina. The water's your close.
Today, like, we were doing something, like, my friend, oh my god, you're just like,
All right.